Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of our survival let's play. This is episode 5 and what a journey we've been on. And then in our previous episode we constructed and built this nether cave that we do have here, going into the nether also for the first time. It's quite a dangerous path with some lava leading through and underneath the path, but overall I really like this build. It really came out nice, and also with the nether theme and the nether hype going on at the moment, I think it's quite fitting as well. But yeah, let's go into today's episode. I have a few things planned. Definitely, I think today will be a farming episode to get a few farms up and going. We'll go here to the front of our house and let's see what we do have here. So I moved one of our villagers over. I'll definitely want to start with a villager breeder to get more villagers into the area. I will need them later on as well. So what I want to do today is to construct a villager breeder firstly, and then secondly also an iron farm and maybe a sugarcane and cactus farm, but we'll see if we get to that. But firstly, I want to get some of the villagers from the village that we saved in our very first episode in the very beginning of our series. I want to get them to this side over here, because I think this area will be, as you can see, there's the villager in a boat that I brought him over with. But yeah, I think to get a villager breeder up and going, firstly will be the most important. Then we can breed them and get a lot more villagers. But yeah, so let's go back to the village and then let's get some of those villagers and we'll bring them to the side. As you can see here, we still have our villagers in the houses that we blocked them into in the very first episode. You can see this one is lying in bed. I think it's almost getting to night time. So let's sleep first and then we'll get this villager into a boat and then we'll boat him all the way to the new area. So let me just block this off to keep him safe, and then we'll go to sleep, and in the morning we'll boat him all the way to where we have the other villager as well. It's morning time and I managed to put the villager into a boat. So now I'm just clearing the area, making some way that we can boat him away to the new area. So let's get into the boat, just turn the boat around, and then we'll go to the other side of the river. Oh, these path blocks. I don't know if we are going to get over these path blocks. Let's see what we can do here. Let's take him out maybe of the boat, and then it's morning time and we managed to get this villager into a boat. So let's get into the boat with him and then we'll boat him all the way to the new area. So I saw with the path blocks, it's 1 pixel lower than all of the other blocks. So that means when you go onto the path block, then you won't be able to go one level up to the other block. So I tried to stay clear of them. We'll see if we come to this area as well, if there's a gap. Otherwise we quickly have to make way. Let's make a way with some cobblestone, and then we can path on these blocks that we just placed here. So let's get going, and while we are boating away here, I hope you all have a wonderful day and that you are still safe and warm, especially where it's winter at the moment, where it's warm, that you stay clear of the sun and apply enough sunscreen. But yeah, with COVID going on and everything like that, I do hope that you all are safe. But yeah, for me it's been a nice adventure, trying something new with this Minecraft survival let's play. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, let's see where it goes. For now, let's try to get this villager as close as possible to the other one that we do have there. I think it is 4 that I need. I will be following Impulse SV's tutorial, so we'll get to that a little bit later on. Yeah, we'll have to get 1 level up, so I'll try to get him out of the boat and then back in. So let's try this on camera. If it's not going to work, yeah, it's not going to be cool, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, so let's clear some space in our inventory, and then if we break the boat, please go up a level. Let's see what the villager does. Get in the boat, please. Get in. Let's try to push him a little bit that he can go into the boat. No. Oh, yes. So now we are at the level, on the level that we should be, and we'll just boat away, also block him in like we've done with the other villager. I'll do the same process with one more villager, and then we have enough to start our villager breeder. So yeah, let's boat away. We managed to get all three of our villagers to this area. Here's our first one, and then our second one, and then our third one. So we do have 3 villagers in here. I think that's going to be enough. So yeah, let's get the process started. I'm going to start to lay down the dirt foundation for the farmer where he will farm. I think I'll be using carrots as I'm have a lot of them at the moment, but yeah, I'll be laying the dirt platform. I think it is 23 blocks by 23 in a diagonal. So yeah, but as soon as I have the dirt platform laid down, then I will come back and explain a little bit more of the mechanics behind this farm. But as I've mentioned, this is an Impulse SV design or tutorial that he put up that I'm following. So please go and watch his video if you are interested in doing something similar. I will definitely link his video in the description below. Yeah, so let me get to placing these dirt blocks to get the dirt platform up and going, and I'll be right back with some of the mechanics of this farm. So I'm placing down the last few blocks, the last few glass blocks surrounding this area, as you can see. So I placed down the dirt platform. I think it came out quite nice, and then I also hoed it, tilted the soil, and then also put up the glass barrier. So the next step will be to get in here. I'm going to trample the ground, so let me just break this one and then get down. So I'll have to plant a lot of carrots to get this whole area going. So the mechanics of this farm works as follows. So you get one villager in this area. He will be farming the carrots, and then as soon as his inventory is full, then there will be more villagers on this side, 2 villagers with 3 beds, which mean that they will be able to they will try to breed to be able to fill that one bed that's still open, that still doesn't have a villager occupying it. So this villager gathering all of the carrots will then drop some of the carrots going to the other 2 villagers, and they will start to breed. So yes, at the end of the day, that is the mechanics of this farm, but I still have to get all of these carrots in, and then the next step will be to bring in the first villager that doesn't have a profession yet, so that he can take this composter to be his workstation, so that he can start to farm and to get all of these carrots growing. So the first step that he will do is to gather the ones that already grew, and then also to replant to populate this whole area. And then after that, we will be working on the other section, the section where the villagers will breed, and in the meanwhile, the farmer villager will continue growing the crops and replanting them. So yeah, I think this is good for now. The next step, I'm going to lay down some rails, and then we'll see as the villager comes into his new working area. I just missed it. The villager just went on this rail that I placed here, and he fell inside of this place that I created for him. So let's also get inside. I don't want to trample some of these crops, so let's jump down on this side. It's okay for now. So let's get him out of this minecart. A neat trick that you can do is to get the hitbox of the entities on. So it's F3 and B on your computer, and then yeah, let's see. So if we break it over there, the villager won't get hurt. So we'll see he should occupy that. You just took the villager profession, and yeah, now you will start to farm. I think I'll get some bone meal as well, try to speed up this process over here so that he can start to replant, and also to get his inventory full at the end of the day. But I think it came out quite nice. So I'll get some bone meal, and then also as soon as I've bone meal some of these crops and also expanding it myself, I'll get the villager breeder part, the other part of it up as well. So yeah, see you in a bit. So we have our second villager here in his mine card. I just created a temporary track in dirt to get to the section where the villagers will be breeding. So yeah, let's send him on his way. There he goes. And now for villager number 3, or the second villager that will go into our villager breeder, let's send him on his way. There he goes. And now the last part is just to take them out of the mine cart, and then the villager that's farming should fill up his inventory, and then yeah, as soon as that's done, he'll start throwing carrots to the two villagers that's standing here. Both of them are in place, so now we can take down this temporary structure that we did have here. As you can see, he's already standing there as if he wants to come to these villages. And as soon as he replanted this whole area and his inventory is full as well, then he'll come back and yeah, then he will throw carrots to these villagers and they will start breeding. So yeah, I think I'll wait around here a little bit, also try to speed up the process. But other than that, you can see there's hearts forming. Maybe he already threw some carrots to them, and then if we are lucky, we will see a baby villager there at the bottom. So let's clear this area up real quick, and then we'll see if there's a villager waiting for us. It's a new morning for me in real life, and I had some problems with this farm. The farmer villager kept on sleeping in one of these beds, and then if he woke up in the morning, he would also be standing in the spot over here. So I got a new villager in here that is doing the farming at the moment, and then two new villagers in here as well. And then at the moment, I've just blocked it off with some granite, but I'll definitely spruce up this whole bit, make it a little bit more beautiful. But before I do that, I just want to get to the iron farm first, so that the iron farm can produce some iron while we're busying. It's a new morning for me in real life, and I had some problems with this farm. This farmer villager kept on sleeping in these beds over here, and then if he woke up in the morning, he would also be standing in this spot. So I got one new villager in this spot. This farmer villager is a new villager, and then these two over here is also two new villagers. I also blocked off these the section over here with some granite, but we'll definitely spruce up this whole area. I just want to get the iron farm up and going first, so that we are producing iron while we are building and making this whole area more pretty. But yeah, I can quickly show you what we have here at the bottom as well. We have the spruce fence so that the babies can fall through, and then we have a little bit of a waterway going in that direction over there, where we are collecting all of the new villages. So yeah, I think the next step will be to get the iron farm set up. So I'll be doing that, and then as soon as I have something to show, I'll come back and show you what we are going to do there. So yeah, just give me a moment and I'll be right back. I've laid down the basic foundation or the outline of our iron farm. So this is a design by Avermans. I saw his video. He and a buddy created an iron farm that's not the usual iron farm in the sky. So I really liked what they did with the iron farm. So the basic structure will be here, where these the square is, and then the villagers will be in here as well as the zombie, and then this area here will be the killing chamber, and then the rest of the area should be spawn free. So we should either make it path blocks or half slabs or water or something that isn't spawnable, so that the only place where the iron golems can spawn is in this area over here where we will kill them. So yeah, let's build here for a little bit. So I want to get a little bit of a floor in here. I'm going to use some stone bricks. So let's just dig out this area over here. I have some stone bricks in my inventory, and then yeah, let's just place all of these down. I want to get this iron farm up and going because I think it will help us a lot in progressing a little bit faster. So now that we've done that, I want to add some spruce to the surrounding area. So let's just place some spruce over here so that we can go all the way around. I'm going to strip down some of these spruce logs so that we get the other texture of the spruce as well, and then later on we can see if we do like it or if we do want to change it as well. So let's just keep this area open for now, and then in the middle here we also need to place a 3x3 area where the zombie will be inside of. So yeah, I'm going to work a little bit more on this, and then as soon as I have the villagers in here as well as the zombie, then I'll complete this area. And on the outside as well, we have to make all of the areas spawn proof, as I've mentioned. But yeah, I'm going to continue on this build, and then as soon as I have all of the villagers in, I'll be right back with another progress update. We have to get one lava bucket to be able to kill the iron golems, and while I'm on my way, I just wanted to show this area again that we worked on our previous episodes. So yeah, I think it came out quite nice. It's a nice area to go through to come to the nether. We'll definitely work in the nether a bit more in the future, but I just want to get a few farms up and going so that we can generate some resources to help me enable me to create more content. I just came to the nether to collect a lava bucket, and on my way back I just wanted to show this area again that I worked on in my previous episode. I think this whole area came out quite nice. I'm really happy, and it's a nice way just to travel to the nether if we need to. We will definitely work in the nether a bit more in the future. I just want to get a few farms up and going first, but yeah, let's get this lava bucket in the killing chamber, and then we'll continue on the build. So I'll be back in just a bit. We have all of our villagers here in place. Maybe later on I'll just fill in these 2 blocks here, but I just wanted to show you guys that we have 4 villagers in here. We can't see all 4 of them at this moment, but they are all in there. And then on this side we do have our killing chamber. It is just a lava source over here, and then the water pushing the iron golems to this space over here with a hopper, and then a chest on this side where we will get our iron. So yeah, we have to this will then be the only spawning spaces, as we will work around this border that I've put down. We have to make each and every spot, each and every block non-spawnable, so we'll get to that in a moment. But then I've laid the track down for the zombie to come in. I've captured the zombie a while ago, and now we just have to name him. So I gave him a golden hat to make sure that he won't burn up in the sun. So I have a name tag here, Mr. Z. So yeah, let's name tag him. So he's Mr. Z, and then let's take him. He's going to attack me a little bit, but let's just get him onto the rail. This is going to be a little bit difficult as a start here, but let's just try to get him on the rail. Maybe let's put down some powered rails here, and then just power it on this side, and we'll get him on his way. So let's just push him a little bit. There, he's on his way. So when he comes to that area, I'll just drop him in, and then the first iron golem should spawn within a few minutes, and then after that we will make sure that every spot within that radius that we've set out is non-spawnable. So let me get to that, and then design the place a little bit, and then I'll be right back. I have a little bit of a progress update, and as you can see, there's a whole lot that changed in this area. So we still have the track going to the area where we brought in the zombie just now, but we also planted a few trees around this area, a few huge trees that we grew with the torch technique, where you place down a few blocks and then torches to make sure that it's a big tree that grow. And then for this section that we boarded off, that we saw, we made sure that every spot within this whole area is non-spawnable. So we either have farmland or leaves or half slabs or fences or any type of block. As you can see here is an iron golem that just spawned, and yeah, we gathered a few stacks of iron ingots this far. I've used a lot of them to craft some lanterns and some chains and some trapdoors, as you can see down here. So overall, I think this whole area came out quite nice. There's still a lot of work to do around this area to make sure that it fits in and it doesn't stand out as much as it currently do. But overall, I really do like how the area came out. And then yeah, the next step will be to clean up a little bit more some of the rails, and then also to build a building around the villager breeder that we do have here. I saw one of the iron golems that got away, got in here. But yeah, as the sun is setting, let me get to this area. I'll be building up a building. And then as soon as I've done with that build, then I'll be right back showing you what I've came up with. So yeah, give me a minute and I'll be right back. I've built up the villager breeding area. As you can see here, we built this roof structure over here, and then just something a little bit of extra on this side as well. It didn't look right, so then I added this structure, and it came out quite nice. And inside I decorated it a little bit with a bed, a crafting table, and then something over here as well. And then inside you can see the villager going about his daily task, collecting all of the different carrots, and then the iron golem that got in here. So I'm going to leave him in here. Maybe later on we'll name him. If you have any naming suggestions for this iron golem, please let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, I think it came out quite nice at the end. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I tried to use this warped block from the new 1.16 update, but overall I really like how it turned out. And then on this side I just capped it off for now, and then just also made it a little bit neater with the glass and everything like that. But overall it's quite nice. You can see all of the carrots that we are getting from this as well. So yeah, overall I think this build also turned out really nice. And sorry for not including more progress updates. I was limited, had limited time for recording, but yeah, I think overall this building came out quite nice, and I'm really happy with it. So we'll be extending our village later on, and this will be a nice central point for us to develop the village around. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with how this build turned out. Today was very productive with the villager breeder as well as the iron farm that we have on this side. It's a small iron farm, but just the iron golem just spawned in as he's making his way to the killing chamber. But overall, it's quite nice, and we got quite a bit of iron as well. So a lot of iron ingots that we will be able to put to use later on. And this area as well, I'm really glad of what I've done here. It's quite a cozy area. At the end of the day, is another camping spot. But yeah, I'm really happy about how everything turned out for this episode. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or any feedback, any suggestions, please feel free to let me down in the comment section. And then if you like the content, please consider subscribing. There's more of these videos coming shortly. So yeah, this is Protea27. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and see you next time. Bye bye.